Hello everyone, I'm House Gnome Gaming. Welcome back to Planet Crafter. Last time we left off, we were at 9% of the way to rain. We are at 46% now because I did some cleanup as promised and some rearranging after the last episode. You can see I made our base a little bit bigger, rearranged some of the storage chests that we have. However, I'm thinking I actually want to do a bit more off of camera. So just to remind you of where we are, because I'm not going to build anything that's going to make a difference to the terraforming, but what is already built is going to continue terraforming. So this is what we looked like. And this is what our base looked like. And I'm going to do some work off camera, rearrange some things, gather up some supplies. All right, we are back. And as you can see, we are currently in the rain stage and working our way to the liquid water stage. We have unlocked a few new items. We got the atmospheric water collector, flower pot, which honestly I have never used. We've got the biodome now, which we are going to want to build. And we've got the ore extractor and the launch platform. And we are going to want to build all of these things. But first, we're going to want to do a little bit of exploring because once we get to lakes, we're going to have a hard time getting into a couple of areas. So we want to go ahead and get those areas out of the way. We did get a letter while I was mucking about. To whom will receive this message? I'm a planet crafter sent on the Magoria 3 planet. If you receive this, it means you are near. Maybe you are a planet crafter as well. The weather is atrocious and I'm running out of resources. There's not enough on this barren world to terraform it. I don't know why I chose this. Death would have been more pleasant than this hell. If anyone can send me help, please do. So yeah, being a planet crafter is just awful, apparently. All right, we're going to take a couple of oxygen bottles, a little bit of food. Those aren't quite ready to pick yet. And we're going to go do a little exploring. Now, what I did in the time between was I built a couple of bases out in that direction. So over where you can see that archway is right there sticking up, there's a base there. And then where that pink beacon is, there's a base over there. We're going to work our way towards those, but first we're going to go over here because there is an underground base close by, and we're going to go ahead and explore it. I did build a small base right over there. The reason I dot the landscape with these bases is because we need a place to stop and oxygen up and potentially make water while we're out and about so that we don't die. I put all my bases near explorable areas because we will also need places to store the items as we explore. Okay, so, right. That is the base where we have the super alloy. That is the falls where all the iridium's at. And there is the spaceship. We're getting a lot more dust storms. And right by this rock in between those areas, oh, this is actually a meteor shower. The colors of the meteors will help you identify what kind of ores are dropping in the showers. And yes, if you get hit by a meteor, you do get damaged. So this is just regular ore. You'll get some that'll drop super alloys, and you'll get some that drop iridium and any other alloys that you can find, and they are the color of the alloys. Ooh, that was loud. Goodness. Alright. So we are down here in our little hidden area. Our ship has crashed for an unknown reason on this planet. Many of us died on impact. Some of us died on the surface. I'm the only one left. I tried to survive, but this land is too hostile. My health is getting bad. I'm going outside one last time to try and find some water. We are going to actually take some oxygen. And we've got a sea llama. Nice blueprint microchip. Some bioplastic nuggets, which we'll need later. As I was saying about the meteor storms, so the uranium, the meteors will look green on the way in, iridium will look red on the way in. There's a blue ore that you'll find. And when you're in these underground bases, you're going to want to click over to your deconstruct and just inspect the walls, because there are deconstructible walls in some of these. And I put a base right over here as well, because we are going to explore this ship. And there's a lot of stuff in it. The meteors will start to disappear, and after a while the ore that they drop will also disappear. So if you get a meteor that is dropping any ores that are harder to get instead of just the ores that are really common, you're going to want to make sure you run out and pick them up. Once we build the rocket launch pad, we'll actually be able to call certain types of meteor storms down to help us farm that particular ore. We'll get super alloy, iridium and uranium that we can call that way. I think super alloy. Definitely iridium and uranium. They've added a couple of rockets. Also, we are in a new update, the fish and drone update. So it's going to be something to look forward to once we get a little further along. I have enough of those too heavy. I have a misc. Oh, I do have uranium. That's misc. There we go. We will put bioplastics and fabric in there. And we got a bean seed. Excellent. So as soon as those mature, we will plant the bean. Yay. See what our blueprint gives us. Area lamp. I don't really typically use those. Alloy. And yes, like most survival games, this is a lot of resource management. And we're going to build another food grower so we can also start growing some of our mushrooms. Alright, let's grab a couple more waters. A little more food. And we're gonna head out. Yet another meteor storm. And the meteor storms tend to land wherever you are, so you don't have to scour the whole map looking for those lovely resources if you get storms that are giving you resources that you really need. This particular area right here is fairly easy to find. You can actually see it from your base. You can see the top of this circular design. I don't know, weird shaped base. If you head in that direction, there's actually an underground base. I went ahead and built and marked it because I have a really hard time finding this one in pretty much every playthrough that I do. And so I decided instead of having you all watch me fumble around looking for it, I'd go ahead and find it and mark it so that I can show you how to get straight there. We're going to go inside and drop off the supplies that we brought. I'm going to keep 2 oxygen and 2 water. And we're going to go ahead and go in and explore down in here. We'll keep our deconstruct up while we're looking around. All right, that's why we came in. I'd go that way. Weird, what I just deconstruct? Must have been that. Lots of seeds. All right, we'll take what we can and come back for the rest. I'm not going to need all these seeds right away, but we are going to need them eventually. How do I get out of here? All right, open you. Go back down this little hole here. The rest of the seeds. That is not a gold box, so I'm not going to deconstruct it. Deconstruction chip T2 required. That's new. Must be part of the new update. Or I've never noticed it if it's not new. That heater. Let me just see a deconstruct pop up. Must have been for that. Oh no. This is definitely new. I have never had it pop up for these things. So the new update must require some components from these. Well, that's interesting. It gives you a reason to come back to these old areas after you've explored them. Today was the inauguration of the Space Warp Gate. Oh, that must be what this is. It took 2 years to build it, and finally we would be able to easily cross the Isatol Prime sector. But just after we turned on the main power reactor, everything went wrong. The power immediately went down, all the reactors and stabilizers broke, and within a few minutes, and the spaceship was inexplicably drawn to the closest planet. We tried everything to fix it, but it seems there's nothing we can do. All the crew has escaped in the escape pods. I sent a distress signal. I'm going to my pod now, too. What a waste. All these months of work are going to be lost. Can't understand what happened. This shouldn't have happened. Year 3034. What are we in? We're in year 3050 something, right? So not too terribly long ago. Come back for the rest of that stuff. We have another one of these reactors. Wait, did I deconstruct that already? This is how I got in here, right? Yeah. Well, I already get lost in these things. If they're going to start throwing these beams back at me, I'm really going to have a hard time finding my way around. Alright, oops. Do you... Ooh, the rain. And there's our rain. That will cause our lovely lakes to form. Not that way. Wait, I didn't clean those out. No. Okay, everything to the left has been looted. So we will go right. Right, tier 2, technical. I see you hiding in there. Alright, we won't bother coming back for that stuff. Just regular old ores. Anything else this direction? Nope. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. We have looted that area. We got a lot of blueprint microchips. That's excellent. Those together. Alright, let's fly around and see if there are any chests around here. Lootable. Chest. This area is going to become a little lake. Anything? And nothing tear upable. Okay. Let us head over to this area. There are some things to find all along here. Some chests and goodies. So in here, in a lovely cave that will melt at, come on, pop back up. There we go. 45, whatever that symbol is. I'm not smart enough to play this game. And what do we have down here? We have a hidden area. What is that? It's been 6 months since the crash and I'm barely surviving. My main goal is to build a rocket and leave this place forever. This planet is cursed. I can feel it. I'll have to go back to the crash site. I think there was a secret room in the control bay. A deconstructible wall somewhere near the main screens, but it's been a while. I can hardly remember. Nothing deconstructible in here. Does not appear so. Wow, lots of plants. Like crud. Anything else in here? No. Alright, let's take these back over here. Drop them off. We'll explore that as well, but I don't think we have enough room in our inventory. We got a few places. Let's see what's in this little ship. Chest. Oh, well, there's a lot of stuff in here. I'll take that, and that, and that, and that. And that. Actually, take Llama. Yes. That way if we don't come back and get this stuff, it's not that big of a deal. But I believe we have more use for the sea llamas. Running low on oxygen, running low on water, running low on food. It's a good thing we stored a bunch of that out here. Water, food. Take food with us. Yeah. Okay, let's head over, explore that last underground area. See what we find there. And then we will wrap it up for the day. Next time I think we'll spend the majority of the time building new items, since we're going to do a lot of exploring in this episode. There's several ways to actually get to this area. One of them is you can cut through right there to another area, and there's a cave also that you can cut through. Eventually we will get upgraded jetpack, which will allow us to move a lot faster than we're moving now. This is definitely faster than walking, but not as fast as the top tier jetpack. We have a chest right over here. And if we keep going in that direction, we actually come to one of my favorite areas, but we will get to that much later. Nothing we can do with the stuff there right now. And here we go. This is a new area, and there's an underground bunker right in front of us. All of these little housing areas are explorable. This is the one I built. We'll check out these first, and none of these are working to give us oxygen, which is why I had to build a base out here. Okay, same notice that we had. 3055 is the year, so 3 years prior to our landing. Lovely. Veggie tube. Actually, no, I never tried opening those other veggie tubes. I don't recall them giving me the option to open, though. If I can deconstruct this stuff for their materials. Neat. That's too bad. Okay, let's go down. Nothing deconstructible. Have another way down. Okay, I wasn't expecting that my landing site would be so bad, but there is no reason I won't be able to terraform this big rock. I have enough knowledge about the process to succeed. All I have to do is follow the steps, hope for good weather, and not too many meteors. Can't be that hard. Well, aren't you optimistic? These aren't giving me the option to open. Nothing. Been harder than expected. The outside is toxic and the seeds won't really grow underground. My calculations tell me that the planet's position should be best to terraform it in around 2 years. I just have to survive until then. Well, that bodes well for us because we're 3 years out from this guy. Alright, more tier 2 deconstruction stuff. And that's where we came in. And where am I supposed to find more iridium on this planet? I scouted everywhere without success. There's ice everywhere. It's critical that I find some to start heating the planet. Everything outside is freezing. I just have to sleep. Tomorrow will be better. This sentence for something so small is inhumane. I don't deserve it. He was on the planet for a year at this point. Okay, nothing but a way down there. Can't deconstruct those. There's another ladder. Going up. That's not where we came in, is it? No, that's where we came in. All right, let's go up. All right, let's go back and drop our stuff off. Read this one? Yes. All right, we went over there and went up. So we go down this one. Those all say the same thing, and they're the same year, 3055. We know the guy that built this place was on the planet for a year. $30.55. So did he go crazy, or did he find all these messages from people that were before him in the same year? Creepy. A lot of them. They're all from the same year. Oh, more. Oh, did they like drop a person a week on this planet? Yeah, they're all the same. You sent me here to die. You knew it was impossible. You don't even care. All you care about is profit and colonization. Whoever thought this was a good idea, go to hell. This plan was never forgiveness. Be cursed, Sentinel Corporation. Anything else? Oh god, there's some on the roof too. Jeez. I can't read those. Let me click them. Well, well, well. That was interesting. Alright, drink. Eat. And let's decide what to take back. I'm gonna take all the blueprints back. The uranium. Iridium. And some of the super alloys, but I don't want to take all of them because I want to stop by, pick up some stuff from the other area. Okay. Make it oxygen have on us. Okay, let's go back to the gate. Here, this way. Pick up our chips. And then we'll take him back to the main area and see what we found. Look at that moon. I just love the view in this game. Got your green moon there and your yellow moon there, your red moon over there. Red and yellow moon over there. There's a lot of moons on this planet. One food, one oxygen, one water. We did plant seed here for now. Take the bean seed. Gonna want these eggplants and stuff later, but for right now, we're okay. Okay, let's head back. All right, let's decode these blueprints, and then I will offline gather all the stuff that we just found and bring it back to the main base. Ooh, the big living compartment, excellent. Mapping screen, that's good because we can launch a rocket into space. That gives us GPS capabilities, and then we can dot these mapping screens in our little areas, and we'll be able to see an overhead view of what's going on in the areas, but it's localized to where the screen's at. So we have to have the screens in different spots. We won't be able to see the whole planet in one area. Torch 2. And there's the GPS satellite that allows us to see the maps. The shredder machine, which I've never built because it completely destroys items. And I don't like that. I want the materials back, so hopefully we'll get the recycling machine. GPS satellite 2. Ooh, agility boots tier 3. The recycling machine might actually be something that we unlock. Via terraforming and not via blueprint. Okay. Next time we will actually start building some of the stuff that we've unlocked. We'll build the grass spreader, the atmospheric water collector, which will keep us from having to gather ice and turning it into water. This will actually gather the water for us. We'll build the biodome, which allows us to grow plants and gives us an O2 boost. We'll build an ore extractor, but of course we're going to have to build some more nuclear reactors in order to support all that first. So next time will be a lot of building, less exploring. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for joining me for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. If you'd like to see more, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when new videos come out. Once again, I'm House Gnome Gaming. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.